not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be... At the 15. To throw, it's Fafita. Keeps looking downfield. And down he goes back into 3. And the Wildcats headed quickly to the line.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Talking to this coaching staff. They felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
He's going for it all. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Quarterback adapting. Oh, better look out. Continues to fight for yards. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Touch pass on the line. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing second down and goal.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll run it from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. He's already been...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
He's got it along the sideline. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He breaks it and runs through another guy. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
South Carolina, 7, Arizona, 0.
First play of the period, first down here. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Hudson. There he goes! He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Arizona lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Looking for the tie with the extra point. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his tight end. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Grab near the marker, it's Jacobs. Turning it on! A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Clark. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Picks up 4. 2nd down coming up.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab outside. It's Harbor. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Fafita. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack, 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for block. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Arizona. How about this pack staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Now, you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half. To cut this to a one-possession game, need more of that physicality in the second half.
Oh, and he missed it. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. It's complete. At the 45 on its way. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Pressure coming. Makes the grab, it's Clark. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Trying to find the end zone. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. From the gun. Give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Here's the heat. They get to him as he throws. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. In another offensive odyssey. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Wants to fire on second down. Might be looking to run. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Going for the big play. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. Just
too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
How about the aggressive play calling? Love aggressiveness. Bringing the free safety down, blitzing him, you could tell, completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop.